Today is January 1st, 2020. Happy New Year's, everybody. Happy New Year, everybody! I'm on my way to see the new Star Wars film, Rise of Skywalker. Now, I am a fan of the original trilogy films. They are the best. The only reason I like the next three films, which is actually 1, 2, and 3, if you're keeping up on it, is because they were Star Wars related. Other than that, I got some questions. Now, the new Star Wars films, I'm a bit torn on. I didn't like that Han Solo was killed. That kind of broke my heart. Was it necessary? We'll find out in this movie. If this movie isn't any good, then it wasn't necessary to kill off Han Solo. I'd have to say I wasn't particularly thrilled with The Last Jedi. Although I'm a fan of Star Wars, I like them all. The Last Jedi just didn't do it for me. There were some things that were, I don't know, missing or added on that shouldn't have been. So we're on our way. I'll keep you posted. I'm going to give you my reaction after the film, a reaction of a Star Wars fan, that is. Here we go. This is me driving to the movie theater along Thunderbird Road. I'm so excited. Now, I didn't get to see it opening weekend because I was busy setting up for the Christmas dinner and that sort of stuff. And then I've been putting it off the past couple days so I could see it when I was awake for it, ready for it. Didn't have a bunch of things to do that day. I want to be able to go and see it, think about it. Because after all, this is the end of an era. This is the end of the Skywalkers, supposedly. I don't know, I haven't seen the movie. Spoiler alert. Okay, it's 20 minutes before I go in and see the movie. I'm getting a little antsy, I must admit. So I'm in the car outside of Panda Express, getting ready to head down to the movie theater, which is just about a block away. I choose to go to the Harkins Theaters here in Arizona. It is a wonderful theater to go into, always kept pretty clean. Never had a problem there, so I keep choosing to go there. We are pulling out of the Panda Express parking lot here shortly, so I'll have to get off my phone. I am definitely getting a little antsy about seeing this movie. I hope it turns out well. I hope they ended it well. I was watching Peter on Ordinary Adventures on YouTube, and I did like his reaction. I do believe that they are true fans of Star Wars and Disneyland, so when I watched his reaction, his face kind of said it all. I don't know if he wanted to explain it after seeing the movie right away, that he had some thoughts rolling through his head. I'm sure he wanted to download before he really made a comment, but I'm going to try to do the same after the movie. I'm going to turn on the camera and give you my real reaction in real time as it happens. So we're about 20 minutes away. I'll turn it back on when I get to the movie theater. Okay, I am pulling into the Harkins Theater, so I am getting a little more antsy, a little more happy. I might be meeting family down here. I don't know if they're going to show up or not. It looks pretty busy. I hope they're not sold out because I waited so long. It is the first, though. It's been out for a while, so I'm going to pull in here and try to find a parking spot, which is easier said than done right now. This place is packed, which I guess I should have known that on the 1st of January, everybody would want to go see a movie. And their cousin. And their stepbrother. Apparently everybody that's not driving back and forth on the road is here to see a movie. So I'm going in to see the movie, so I guess the next thing you will see is my reaction to the film. Hope it's a good one. I'm so excited. Okay, so I just saw Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, and I am pretty bummed out. Okay, I just saw the last Star Wars movie, the Rise of Skywalker. There's a lot of stuff I'm going to need to digest here. I definitely got teary-eyed a couple of times, especially when Leia was gone. Okay, so I just saw The Rise of Skywalker. the last movie in the Star Wars original trilogy. Okay, I just saw the Rise of Skywalker, the last Star Wars. No. Okay, I just saw the Rise of Skywalker Star Wars movie, and there's going to be a lot for me to digest here. Praise to J.J. Abrams. What a way to end the Star Wars franchise, if you will, before you recontinue it in another story or saga. But this was a good way to take what the true fans of the original Star Wars, it was just a good way to end it. I'm kind of at a loss for words right now. There is a lot to digest from this movie, so if you are a Star Wars fan who has not seen it yet, I'm not going to give you any spoilers. I don't like to do that. That would ruin the movie for you. There are definitely some key parts in it that really pay homage to the original Star Wars, the original characters, to the original fans, in my opinion. Again, praise to J.J. Abrams for doing an outstanding job on ending, if that's what we're doing, ending the Skywalker saga. To all the actors, to the creators, the writers, to everybody that worked on the film, excellent job. The special effects were just amazing. The acting, of course, everybody in it was great. I'm a little teared up at times. I still am getting a little emotional about it. It was, that's something that I grew up with, and to see them all gone is a bit of a crush to the heart. But a good way to end the Star Wars original trilogy, I guess. Again, I'm a bit heartbroken about it. I could actually get teary-eyed right now just thinking about it. I don't want to give away any spoilers as my mind's turning as I'm digesting the movie here, sitting in the Harkins parking lot, the theater that I went and saw it in. I'm trying to speak without giving away any particular scenes that were emotional or heartbreaking, if you will, or even in a good way, the kind of happy tears that you might cry for something like this. Sad to see Carrie Fisher go. It's definitely sad to see Carrie Fisher gone. I believe they played homage to her character and her as Carrie Fisher herself really well. I like that her daughter was in it, Billie Lourd. I don't know. There's just a lot to digest, but as far as a great film goes, this was a really good movie in the Star Wars trilogy. I'll talk more about it when I get home and can actually think about it. Okay, so I've had time to digest it. There are problems I'm going to have with, I guess, any movie that I see. But the difference between this last Star Wars and the last season of Game of Thrones is I felt robbed after the last season of Game of Thrones. I don't feel robbed after the last movie from Star Wars. There were definitely some jokes that didn't fly, that maybe didn't hit, or some things that were done that seemed like they might have just been thrown in there and really didn't have explanation for them. Other than that, I don't want to criticize it too much. There are definitely things that I would have done differently, but this is somebody else's view, and I gotta admit, being a Star Wars fan, being raised on Star Wars, I thought it was kind of a good closure to all the characters. I wish they would have utilized the original characters more in the first, these last three films in 7, 8, and 9. But the closing was good. Whatever problems I had with the last two Star Wars movies, this one seemed to close everything out. So props to all those involved in making a good film, I believe. So thank you to all the writers, George Lucas for creating such a wonderful story to begin with, Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Kenny Baker, Anthony Daniels, Warwick Davis, Peter Mayhew, James Earl Jones, and Sir Alec Guinness. Thank you for being a part of my life and giving me inspiration and imagination. And to everyone else who has ever worked on any Star Wars film, thank you. I'd have been all like, wanna go? Wanna go? Wanna go? Hey man, I was just kidding.